OG Fortnite is one of the most terrible experiences ever. Before we get started, thank you for letting me hit 1K. Pretty big milestone. I don't know, everything's just been going great recently. About to get a better job opportunity. We got Nami on top of Luffy, getting a lot of gains in the gym, growing a lot. I didn't know what to say, man. It's just that.
Life is good. You know what I mean?
But the main topic is OG Fortnite. So if you're watching this video, you've probably already played the OG Fortnite remake and tested out the waters a little bit. Now, I've seen a lot of people complaining about it, so I just want to break this down and tell you why OG Fortnite is probably one of the harshest realities that you can experience right now. First, I want to talk about is the thing that everybody is complaining about in the OG Fortnite remake. Now, one of the most annoying things I've seen so far is people not wanting change. People not trying to get out of their comfort zone. They want everything back to the OG. They want the art to come back, which I can kind of understand. That old art was great, but most of the things that people are complaining about are just fucking blatantly objectively wrong in my opinion. If you actually genuinely play Chapter 1 2017 Fortnite, you would never want to go back to that shit ever again. I think it is easily, without a doubt, the worst season of Fortnite ever. Which doesn't mean it's a bad game or anything, but it is literally easily the worst chapter of all time. There was no turbo build, you had to like spam build. If there was an object within 5 feet of your fucking build, that shit is not gonna work. The matches took like an hour because everybody was camping. Most of the game was just running from the storm. It was not a good time. I'm talking blue tinted glasses, big fella. You're only remembering the good shit, and not remembering in its entirety already honest truth. It's kind of like your personal memories. You get rid of all the bad stuff, you kind of just remember like some of the good memories you have on some of your experiences. Like Chapter 4, 5, and 7, in my opinion, because that's when I played the most, is easily the peak of Fortnite. Look up Chapter 4 and like all the updates they did. They went stupid. They was in their bag for real. And Season 7 is just my personal favorite. You have like the planes, the frozen Christmas vibes. Oh my god, that shit was generational. I remember like the Ice King, that dude, like the Ragnarok dude, like the guy was on fire looking through the titles. Actually invested in the story. And my fondest Fortnite memory, because I lost all of my video clips, lost all of my screenshots because I switched from the PS4 to PS5. I lost everything. So, but there's like one core memory I have. It's like 4 of my friends got home from school. We were just on the game and we were fucking all in the plane. Like the planes were the most fun thing ever, man. Them shits was gas. We were like all in it, fucking dive bombers. And I remember one specific moment. We were in no man's land. I'm talking that river between Tilted, Loot Lake, and I can't remember if it was Dusty Div or whatever, but that area right there. We were all 4 in that plane. It was like Al Qaeda. We were getting shot from every direction. That shit was like a movie. I remember, oh my god. Easily, Fortnite is the most fun I've ever had playing a video game. But this chapter OG remake is just empty. Empty for so many reasons. One, it's just bare bones. Now, I'm not saying the game is bad or anything. It is really fun, especially coming back after so long. Fortnite is just one of those games to where if you come back after a long time, that shit's just gonna be so great. I mean, there's a reason why it's the most popular game of all time, in my opinion. I think there's no competition. It's easily the best multiplayer game of all time, and in my opinion, the greatest game to ever be created. So it's always gonna be a good time, especially after you come back after a long time. I was having so much fun sniping, using revolvers, using all the old guns, and it was really fun, man. I had some friends like, squad up, fucking four-manning it. It was a good time. And the next major issue is a lot of people are complaining about sweats. While yes, I do think there's people that consider tryhards, but I don't really think you can sweat really. It's just that you think you're better than you genuinely are. I'm sorry, but even me included, every OG player that's returning to this probably is in their Celtic Shack era. We're just, gotta admit it, we're just washed. Us back in the day when we would drop like 30 bombs on COD, 40 bombs, 50 bombs, and we would see all of our teammates lower on the scoreboard. Yeah, it's kind of like that same thing. We're turning into the people lower on the scoreboard. We're turning into them old heads that you just farm for kills. And it's not the fact that they're sweating, it's just that they're just better at the game. You can't complain about somebody being better at the game. That's like a grand champion going against a bronze. They don't even have to really sweat for real. They're just better. And like, do you play a game on purposely bad? No. Just like they're not playing purposely bad either. But some people just gotta accept the fact that they just don't got it anymore. And that these people that they're facing against, it's not their fault that they're just better at the video game than you. I know it's a hard reality for a lot of people to accept, but they just ain't what they used to be, and they probably aren't even that good in the first place. The game isn't ruined by sweats, it's just that you haven't caught up. Bob Cousy would get absolutely cream pod by Bronny James. Does that mean Bronny James would be sweating? No, that's just the evolution. You just gotta accept it for what it is. But soon, the novelty is gonna wear off. I think this brings up a whole new problem with this whole OG Fortnite and why it feels so empty. It's like watching the hub. You'll get some satisfaction out of it, but what is it all for really? People don't miss OG Fortnite. They don't miss the old art style. They don't miss the old movement. They don't miss the old guns, the old tag, the old scar. That's all superficial. What people really miss is that time period. I know for many people, including me, we were still in school. I was personally in middle school, and we did not have a care in the fucking world, man. After school, just hop on the game. Our only responsibility was to go to school and just have fun. We could do whatever we wanted. We could just play the game all day, fucking eat snacks, which I personally didn't do. But our only responsibility in the world was to just have fun and exist. Carefree in our own little world, playing with our friends, just having a great old time. But many of us people that played OG are grown up now. I know me, I'm 19 years old. Trying to start a career in many different aspects, trying to work, having a lot of more responsibility than I did before. The same goes for many people too. Looking back at OG Fortnite, not as the game itself, but just that era, they're looking at it through pink tinted glasses. Nostalgia is the world's most powerful drug. They think about all the great memories they had before, not remembering all the bad that they went through, not remembering any of the boring shit they went through. Again, prime example is this OG Fortnite remake. Plenty of people are complaining about they can't find any loot, they're dying way too fast. That's the same old problem. It's just that nostalgia's blinding them to the truth. They only remember the good, fun memories of that time period. People don't really miss OG Fortnite. They miss the era. They miss the memories they made back then. That 2017, 2018 period. Drake releasing Scorpion. Fortnite in its prime. Ninja, Tfue. They don't want to get on Fortnite. They want to relive all the great memories that they remember from back then, because there's so many responsibilities now. Everything's expensive. There's just a lot of shit going on people's plate. And they want to just go back to being a kid or just an adult that was just on the game having fun. They want to try to relive those memories that they once created. They want them back again. They want to relive them and keep it on replay for the rest of their life. You want to believe things tasted better back then. Things looked more colorful, looked better back then. You're trying to scratch an itch that's been scratched long ago. Things are so much better now than they are back then. I would take my life right now than back then. OG Fortnite is a small piece of a grand puzzle. People wanting to go back and relive a life they think they once lived. The reality of this OG Fortnite is that it is empty, and in my opinion, sparks everything that is bad. You should try and move on. Make new memories. Create new opportunities with yourself. Yes, it is a fun experience. Yes, I'm having a lot of fun playing the game. But many people should take this opportunity and think back like, damn, that was such a great time. Let me try and make a new 2017, 2018 era. Because then you'll be much happier. You won't just reminisce about the past. And overall, you'll be able to enjoy life to the fullest instead of chasing something that you can never replicate ever again.